Will the market rebound continue and possibly even break out this week after the historic reversal and all-time high close on the Dow above 50,000? We'll get into that and more, as well as Bitcoin continuing to bounce over the weekend. We'll look at that too. But first, if you guys like the video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel. You can comment your thoughts, and find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. We also have, again, sale here to remind everybody, 60% off first month active trader, 30% off first month of swing trades. Get in on that while you can. Cannot encourage it enough. Anyways, let's get into it this week. So cash S&P, obviously with that big rally Friday, Dow above 50,000. They were really gunning for that all day long. Triple Qs here, though, again, continued to be soft. We talked about this on Friday. Closing below the 100 MA, and I don't like that in a bull market. The 100 MA should be support in a bull market here. And again, we talked about software. We're still kind of expecting some weakness here in this for the next week or so, and probably strength in the diamond as well as the Russell, as well as XLP. So the sectors that have won here, I think they'll continue this momentum here, or at least have a supportive bid for the most part. But let's just get right into the thick of it. I want to just quickly, let's talk Bitcoin first, since we have some actual candles to look at that have taken place since Friday. And I am seeing some bear momentum here dry up. So I got that signal. Today, assuming we close anywhere near flat, we should start to see a little bit of a flip here, momentum-wise, for Bitcoin. And again, we talked about this big technical level. That, the trend line there, the prior all-time high breakout, coinciding with the election breakout from actually 2024 now. Big level there, right? So this should see some sort of a zigzag. My memory bank is kind of almost expecting here. This is, I have a big memory bank of stocks and patterns, but I almost could see something similar to early 2022, where it's like you up and then it goes back down here, and it almost like tries to challenge the lows, and then it has the rebound. But nonetheless, I think we will see some sort of rebound here towards 75, 80, 85 from there, and then we'll kind of just, take it as we go there. Sorry, the phone's going off. Should have put that on silent here, but I'm sure you guys don't mind. We'll look at the S&P in a second. IBIT for next week, we talked about 35. Gave that level to members Thursday night, and we got filled nicely. So that will still be put support next week. And it's up to bulls here to try to push higher here. I don't know if they will right away, but I do think that Bitcoin is at least supported here for the most part. For the S&P on Monday, good amount of volume at 69.50. A lot of calls up there too. I don't really think we're going to go that high Monday. I could see us rallying a little bit. I don't know if we follow through right away. A couple of things I want to say first here before we get into follow through. There is some air. I'm going to flip back over here in a second. But there is some air, and we're going to look at ES. There is, even for tomorrow, from what I can see, there's some ES exposure, expected moves, dealer exposure around 6875. We could even see 6860. This all could change too, but these are air pockets right here. 6815, 6860 to 70. I do think those will get tested and refilled at some point here. That's a pretty good squeeze, right? But there's no real support built on the way up. So I do think those numbers will get filled out. With that being said, and then on the upside, let's cover the upside really quick. I believe we had 60. This is just for tomorrow. 6950, 6975. Those are ES. But as far as follow through here, so there's a couple of dealer levels for you guys. As far as follow through here, we talked about this last week. I talked about the last 2 weeks, really. Like, the bulls kind of need to break it out. Like, how many more chances? Like, you had to set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tail candles in a row. And we just couldn't hold on, right? With this squeeze here, I just kind of said that, I gave you those air pockets, but logically speaking, if that squeeze Friday has legs, if we take more than 2 days to bust out towards 7,200, that's a major red flag. Like this should, I mean, right, logically, right? If this is a bull impulse, one up, test here, pause, and then breakout, right? This should result in a lockout rally where every dollar dip in SPY gets bought intraday, right? And it never gives you a chance to buy the dip until it's, all the way too late, right? Does everybody agree with that? I mean, like if this is the move, it should break out here. So if it doesn't, that's a huge red flag. So that's what we're looking at here today. Again, SPX. Real quick, I'll flip back over. Yeah, I said 6875 on ES. I mean, yeah, 6,900 there, and then 75.50. Those right now, that might change by Monday, but it looks like dealers will buy those. So if we do retrace, I think it gets bought here. But man, this range, tumultuous for sure. Very good for day trading though. Anyways, guys, we'll wrap it up here. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.